Hi and welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to talk about Ving, which is a Norwegian travel agency. So I'll be talking about Ving, which is Norway's largest travel agency. They offer trips to more than 350 destinations in over 50 countries. Everything from a charter holiday to flexible packages, cruises, and city breaks. Ving is an ideal case for analyzing service marketing because their success depends entirely on how they design and manage customer experience. Norwegian households have recently reduced their overall spending on holidays. Rising living costs in areas like food, housing, and transport means that traveling has become more of a luxury than before. At the same time, recent commentary suggests that Norwegians are less impulsive about charter tours and more selective in their choices, opting for quality over spontaneity. So when people travel less often, they expect more. They want safety, value for money, and an experience that feels worth it. Meanwhile, people are more influenced by what they see online. Research shows that travelers now interact with brands long before they book, especially in the pre stage or dreaming phase, as I like to call it, of planning. The brands that connect emotionally and digitally at that stage are the ones that build loyalty and gains new customers. This gives companies like Ving both a challenge and an opportunity. People travel less often but expect more from every trip. So the question is, how does Ving create loyalty in a market that's more selective, more digital, and more demanding than before? Over to the service offering. Services are different from physical products. You can't touch or test them before you buy. They're based on interaction and trust. Every service encounter, from check in to hotel reception, contributes to how customers perceive value and quality. I have identified that on the product service continuum, Ving is positioned closely to the pure service end. This means that they don't just sell a plane ticket or a hotel room, they sell the complete experience that connects everything together. The real value lies in how the whole journey fits, from the first search on the website to the moment you return home. Every stage of that journey, the app, the flights, the hotel, and the representatives, shapes how customers feel. Travel is what we call a high interaction service, meaning that both physical surroundings and human contact strongly affect the experience. Since customers can't test a holiday in advance, they're really buying a promise. That's why safety and reliability are so central to Wing's brand. They're, they own their own airline, which is called Sunclass Airlines and stands for 85% of their flights, and they have their own hotel chains and also employees representatives at every destination. This gives them full control of the journey and helps ensure consistent quality, something that depends on teamwork across the entire organization. So let's build our relationship. Ving builds long-term relationship rather than one-time sales. Their philosophy is based on trust, flexibility, and personal connection. They make it easy for customers to change or cancel trips, which reduces the risk and builds confidence. In travel, this kind of flexibility and service recovery is directly linked to satisfaction and loyalty. Their 24/7 support system shows that someone is always available, creating emotional safety and strengthening the relationship. Ving also uses the Ving Friend membership to maintain digital contact, giving members early access to offers and personalized deals, which helps people feel seen and valued. Altogether, Ving shows how emotional care, flexibility, and reliability can turn a single purchase into a lasting relationship. I have identified some key drivers for customer experience. The first one is safety and reliability. Their 24/7 support, local representatives at all destinations, and strict safety standards that reduces uncertainty and builds trust. We have human interaction, which covers personal service and the local presence that create emotional connection and quick recovery when issues arise. We have the flexibility and control, which covers the Ving app that empowers the customers to manage details easily, increasing satisfaction and perceived value. In the end, we have the seamless integration. Combining digital tools with physical service ensures a smooth and connected journey from start to finish. These drivers shows having balanced emotional engagement with practical reliability, creating a multi online and offline touchpoints experience that feels both safe, personal, and effortless. Ving shows what service marketing really means, creating trust, care, and emotional value that lasts far beyond the holiday itself. So, for the competition part, I find it crucial to identify a competitor, and in this case, this is Apollo. When comparing Ving and Apollo, they're both strong players, but they compete in different ways. Ving's main advantage, as we've seen through this presentation, is consistency. By having their own airline and hotel chains, they can deliver the same service quality across every stage of the journey, and they can easily adapt how and maintain control. But this also limits how flexible they can be when the market conditions or customers' preferences change. Apollo, on the other hand, they focus more on flexibility and innovation. They have partnerships with a various amount of airline companies that allows them to adapt quickly to trends, but also means that they have less control over the full experience. They position themselves clearly on sustainability, something younger travelers value highly, and this helps them appear more modern and responsive. So, Ving's model centers around trust and service recovery, while Apollo's approach is faster and more digital. Both have strengths. Digitalizations increase efficiency, but can reduce the human touch that builds emotional loyalty. From a customer experience perspective, this shows an interesting contrast. Ving represents reliability and control, offering emotional reassurance, while Apollo represents adaptability and self-service, offering a sense of independence. The real challenge for Ving is to merge these strengths, keeping the emotional warmth that builds trust while introducing the digital freedom that appeals to younger travelers. In other words, Ving could learn from Apollo's agility without losing what makes the brand special. Its human connection and safety promise. True competitiveness in the modern travel market isn't about choosing between digital or personal. It's about integrating both into one coherent service experience. So, for the reflection part, Ving, as we've seen through these presentations, delivers a seamless and reliable experience. And that's not easy in the travel industry. But their focus on control and safety can also make them seem too traditional. People today want both. They want security and they want freedom. As relevant theory in this course points out, that relationships evolve, and so must companies who build them. Ving already covers the emotional and social sides of customer experience really well, but could improve on the cognitive sides by offering more self-service options and tools that give travelers and customers a greater sense of control. Their challenge isn't maintaining quality, it's updating how they connect with a new generation of travelers. This analysis shows how even strong service brands must constantly adapt to their customers' relationships to new expectations. And over for the conclusion, I would say that Ving has built loyalty through trust and care. Their future are depending on how they can turn the same worth into the digital strength. As we said, relationships aren't static, they grow and they change. And future loyalty will depend on how well they blend empathy with innovation and make customers feel both cared for and empowered. Thank you for listening, and all my sources are linked in a separate PDF file. Thank you so much.